Welcome back to our Introduction to Causal Inference course. Now that we finally finished Lecture 1, I thought it would be a good time for us to stop for a little while and to briefly review what we've learned so far. And my goal of this video is to provide you with a quick sort of checklist that you can use to make sure that you understood all main concepts that we learned throughout the lecture. So the main thing that we learned during the lecture is the concept of potential outcomes and the fact that you can only observe one per individual. So you're going to have at least one counterfactual outcome. And this creates a problem, the fundamental problem of causal inference, which is essentially a missing data problem. Whenever we try to make causal inference, we're always going to arrive at this problem in one way or another. It is impossible for us to observe both potential outcomes for the same individual, which makes it possible for us to calculate the individual level causal effects and therefore to calculate the average causal effect. And the only way for us to try to solve this limitation that's going to happen in any real data set is through the use of assumptions to try to fill in or impute, if you like, this missing data. And during the lecture, we learned a set of assumptions that are sufficient for us to estimate the average causal effect, which is the causal parameter we're interested in our course. And we learned that we need three assumptions. One, positivity. The exposure or treatment variable should not be constant. Exchangeability, exposed and unexposed groups should be comparable. And a well-defined causal contrast or stable unit treatment value assumption, or SUTVA for short. And we learned that this third assumption has two main components: absence of interference and exposure variation irrelevance, which is equivalent to irrelevance of the assignment mechanism. So please make sure that you understand everything that I said about those three main topics, and please do feel free to look back at the videos and make sure you understood everything before moving on to the continuation of the course. And now I would like to invite you to practice what you've learned. In the description of this video, you will find a link to all course materials, including a list of exercises that are going to help you to practice what you've learned, review all the main concepts we learned during the lecture. And when you try those exercises, if you get stuck, you can always check the solutions to the exercises. But I would encourage you to first try the exercises by yourself. And if there's something that is not clear, try to review the video and make sure you can answer the question by yourself. And only then check the solutions. And of course, if you have any questions about the exercises or about anything that we learned during the course, or anything else you would like to ask, really, please feel free to do so through the comment sections of this video. I would be very happy to interact with you in this way. Thanks for sticking with me throughout Lecture 1, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you in Lecture 2. See you then.